Hi, this is Tim at the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today we're discussing a microblasted titanium 2021 model year limited edition of 100 pieces from Zenith. This is the Defy Classic Skeleton Night Surfer, a design collaboration with the online magazine Time and Tide out of Australia. And the idea is to create a dial that reflects the perceptions of a surfer plying his trade in the nighttime. So the watch features this lovely night sky blue dial featuring a luminescent zenith star at the top. So more on that in a moment. The Defy Classic is one of my favorites from Zenith because it wears so compact, though it looks large with this Zenith Defy case design. In fact, 41 millimeters in diameter, but only 10.8 millimeters thick, and from lug tip to lug tip, 45.1 millimeters. This case, all in titanium with sapphire crystals front and back, is quite light. You can see on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, very compact. My wrist wears this so easily. First of all, it's very flat. It'll slide under any kind of a cuff. Second, when you look over the top, you can see even this angle, which exaggerates the width of the watch, still shows the lugs well inboard of the edge of my wrist, and then down the barrel, you can see just how much clearance I've got. So yes, it'll fit under any kind of a cuff, and yes, it'll fit on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference, maybe even a little bit smaller if your wrist is perfectly flat across the top. A borderline unisex option. I'm advised that it is the microblasting itself that produces this color on the watch, that it's not specifically a DLC or PVD application. Remember, DLC is a material, PVD is a process, and I'm told that neither one is the case here, that it's actually the blasting that creates the perception of a darker color. You can definitely see it's the kind of matte finish that results from a media blast, and it's an attractive look. Taking a quick look at the bracelet, you can see the case may appear as though it's perhaps a hand-me-up from Tag Heuer or a hand-me-down from Hublot in the LVMH watch group, but the reality is that this faceted, technical Defy-style case dates back to Zenith's own Defy of 1969, so it's an original. We have quite a few facets here. You can see that they provide a little bit of visual interest. There's some links that are fixed by screws, so you can remove them to size everything up. And you can see there are quite a few of them, so you're going to get the right size here. We have a twin-trigger release double deployant clasp, so it cannot pop open unless you press the triggers, so you're good and safe there. The case is simple, it's stepped, it's faceted, it has a tiered bezel that has a vertical face, a very shallow, or maybe I should say very steep conical face, then a flat face with a slightly boxed sapphire over a dial that is designed to evoke the night sky. It's also a skeleton, so you can see, among other things, the underlying Zenith Elite Caliber 670 SK, along with its full synthetic silicon escapement, which reduces susceptibility to magnetism, improves timing, reduces the need for lubrication, reduces total rotating mass. Now on the dial, we have quite a few cantilevered and rhodium-plated steel indices. We're going to do a loom shot here so you can appreciate just how extensive it is on this dial. Taking a quick look, you've got all of the indices, the hands, and then you've got that zenith star, the star at the top of the sky, the logo of the brand, which you'll find right there, also on the crown, also on the case back. Taking a quick look here, we've got a little counterweight star on the Lancet style second sand. It is 100 meters water resistant, though it's a push-down crown. We've got a stop seconds function. You can see that there's a date down at the base, and a fascinating feature of these elite calibers is that they have a bidirectional quick set, so you can set them in either direction. 27 joule movement, 4 hertz beat rate, unidirectional winding. It's got a 50-hour power reserve. You can see on the reverse side we have that star logo for the rotor, and then a tungsten mass. All of this is media blast or brushed. It's a nice grayscale aesthetic. It's a 4 hertz beat rate in contrast to the 5 of an El Primero, though it uses something uncommon on modern watches, which is KIF shock protection. You see that on JLC, you see that on older Rolex watches. It's a sort of upscale alternative to the likes of Inca Block. And then again, you've already seen the escapement on the dial side, so you know of its many virtues. What you can't quite see is that the spokes of the escape wheel form yet another Zenith star. You're going to have to just trust me that it's there. But yeah, 50-hour power reserve, a handsome watch, a versatile piece, easy fit, lots to love. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.